So guys, e don helele on our judges and no going back on Tinubu's disqualification. So guys, this group has come out to sound a very strong warning to our judges.
The judiciary is the only institution that has all it takes to save this country from the threat of implosion. All eyes have been on the judiciary because of Nigeria's respect for the rule of law.
So guys, before I let you watch this video in full, honestly, this group has sound a very thunderous warning to our judges because they are the hope that Nigeria has at this moment. I want to remind you guys that the ex-emir of Kano has come out to tell Nigerians that they shouldn't be afraid to speak up their minds.
We cannot be intimidated by somebody because you're president or you're a governor, and we cannot tell you that you're wrong.
And that is exactly what this group has done. So guys, let me allow you listen to the warning they've sent to the judiciary. Honestly, all eyes are on the judiciary. Take a look at this.
And we want to emphasize that today. The judiciary is the only institution that has all it takes to save this country from the threat of implosion. All eyes have been on the judiciary because of Nigeria's respect for the rule of law. It does not mean that the members of the Presidential Election Tribunal are in a better position in this case to tell Nigerians the person who won the presidential election. Nigerians do not wait for the court to tell them the winner of any election. It is the electorate that should tell the court because they know more than the court. Nigerians voted. In fact, let me emphasize here that without prejudice to any party, whether in power or out of power, that every political party had what they call situation room. In their situation rooms, they had election collection centers from different wards to local governments, to states, and to the federal. And I don't think those challenging the outcome of the election are ignorant of what they are saying. And if you have listened to various political parties, they will tell you that the result they have on hand differs from what INEC have announced, despite the fact that INEC have insisted that they have done their job well. Hence, according to the electoral law, it now falls on the judiciary. But we want the judiciary to know that it is not as if Nigerians did not know who they voted for. It's not as if Nigerians did not witness some of their comrades being denied the opportunity to vote in certain parts of Nigeria. It's not as if Nigerians are not aware that over 80 people were killed, maimed during the last election. It is not as if Nigerians do not know that some people were stabbed of election in certain places were not as even announced in the polling unit. Hence, what Nigerians simply expect the judiciary to do is to take all this to cognizance in what? In delivering justice. We deplore the threat by a candidate in the election against the judiciary that if he is removed for not measuring up to the demands of the electoral law of the land, there will be chaos and anarchy. Nobody is bigger than this country. Nigeria belongs to all Nigerians. The use of threats, the use of subtle threats is anti-democratic. And we want to emphasize it here that the diaspora community, African diaspora community, will not tolerate that. And let me say this, for those who may think that, what is this African diaspora community all about? Why are they involved? Why are they interested? If you listen to the Central Bank Governor of Nigeria as of day before yesterday or 2 days ago, you will hear him make reference to diaspora remittances as part of their strategic plan in mitigating the floundering exchange rates of the naira. a community of Nigerians that remit over $22 billion into this economy, where the national annual export value is $18 billion, has greater impact on this country, more than many people can. They are Nigerians who have lived here, who have relations here, who have come here every day, who have investments here. They are Africans who want their home countries to grow. Hence, they are critical stakeholders and must be respected. And they are here to say that no one Nigerian is bigger than all of Nigerians. The subtle threat that if one person is removed and the rule of law is observed will bring anarchy is unheard of and cannot be tolerated, irrespective of who that person is. Some people have ruled this country before and they are no more here. Some have ruled the country at the level of states, they are no more their state governors. Some are in government today, they will not be here tomorrow. But one thing that is consistent is that this country will remain, and no one person's interest or position or ambition should be more than and greater than this, the interest of this country. And let me say that, having said that the removal may instigate anarchy, we must also say that those who are calling for anarchy should be careful, because we know that no person have the monopoly of violence. As much as we recognize that today, on various social media platforms and media, we have seen some of the unwitting talks, please emphasize, unwitting talks, who have been supporting some of these candidates, given opportunity to appear in the villa and given opportunity to speak on issues concerning Nigeria. Some of these people, non-state actors, have threatened other Nigerians on behalf of some of these candidates. And we are in a democracy. And I guess these are some of the things that are given impetus to the statement that if some people are removed, there will be anarchy in the land. But we want to remind them, as I said earlier, that Nigeria is bigger than anybody, and no Nigerian is greater than anybody. Diaspora Action for Democracy in Africa wants the world to know that that will not be tolerated. In a nutshell, no matter how or whatever the opinions might be, we encourage the judiciary to do the right thing. The judicial process is part of the electoral process, irrespective of the fact that we have some people that have already been inaugurated as governors, senators, president. It does not remove from the fact that the judicial process is part of the process, and some people think it's a fait accompli because they have been inaugurated. Diaspora Action for Democracy in Africa is saying that is not the truth. We must see that the right thing is done. Secondly, we did mention the ongoing issue in Niger. Niger is a hot bottom issue for ECOWAS, and now we have various interests, both local and international, trying to intervene. And as Africans living across the world, outside the continent, Diaspora Action for Democracy in Africa, they are interested in what is happening in Niger. Because today, the crisis that started in Libya have ravaged the entire Sahel and may actually have been intrinsically involved in the crisis in Niger today. And as Africans who are making their contributions to the development of their countries and Africa, we have a say here. And this is why we're saying that the regional leaders indeed have had their emergency meetings, and President Tinubu, being the chair of ECOWAS, have also made the world to know what is on the table, including the use of military force, and has actually spoken about a standby force by ECOWAS as one of the options on the table. We all cherish democracy. Diaspora Action for Democracy in Africa believes in democracy, actually wants democracy. But when we have interactable issues like this on our continent, the ways and measures we take to deal with them, to ameliorate the situation, is critical. We already have many conflicts in different parts of Africa. That is what stunting development.
Yes, the judiciary remains the last hope for the common man, and outside that, the judiciary is the last hope for Nigeria as a country. It is only the judiciary that has the power to save Nigeria. I mean, to redeem Nigeria from the already existing mess. So guys, let me know what you think about this. Don't forget that the Obedience are already planning their 1 million man march across Nigeria. Yes, Obedience are fearless. They want their future to be remedied. I mean, the judiciary should dispense nothing outside justice. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.